What was it that led you to build the brand?
Whenever we want to sum CurryIt up into 3 words, it's always taste, convenience and clean. And with every generation, the knowledge of cooking is actually unfortunately going down. So a Rogan Josh recipe that we are talking about, 300 years old.
Is there any chef that you would sort of like to collaborate on?
Oh, I would actually want all the chefs in the country to switch to CurryIt.
What has been the biggest challenge?
So I'm trying to replace a Zomato or a Swiggy in your life.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Her Zindagi series called Found Her, where we spotlight women founders from across the country. Today we have with us Richa Sharma, who's the co-founder of CurryIt, a food brand that is out there to make cooking very easy for all of us. But over to you, Richa, to explain to us what is the brand that you're building and what are the products.
Thank you. So you summed it up very beautifully. I'll delve deeper on that. So we are actually building a brand which stands for making cooking so easy, and cooking not just normal cooking, it's like cooking great food at home. So we always, whenever we want to sum CurryIt up into 3 words, it's always taste, convenience and clean. That's what we stand for. A lot of the viewers will know us for curry paste and ginger garlic paste, and that's because we have launched some of these products which make cooking so easy, and it's almost the only brand which is giving you solutions in these categories which are 100% clean.
Right. And I looked at your website, and some of the most interesting categories were kosher mangsho, and I'm a Bengali, so that caught my eye. There was Rogan Josh, there was also chole and rajma and pav bhaji. Which are your best-selling products?
So bestsellers, right now I can give you only from the basis of the sales, right?
Yeah.
Which will be our butter masala. Very famous dish, right? A butter chicken, paneer butter masala, a chettinad chicken, a Kashmiri Rogan Josh from the curry paste cooking category, and then our ginger garlic paste and tomato puree are actually breaking the ground for this whole category and kind of have overtaken many incumbents in this space, because we're the only brand to have no additives. It's only ginger and garlic that you will find in the product. So yeah, these are the best sellers. And kosher mangsho actually is one of our best sellers in Bangalore.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's a very interesting insight.
Yeah, yeah. So when you say these are like these marinades, is it a marinade or is it a curry paste? I want you to sort of explain that. Say suppose I have my meat or suppose I have my paneer. What do I do with your product after I buy it?
Look at this thing that when you want to make, say, a kosher mangsho, you're going to do a lot of sourcing. You're going to do cutting, chopping of onions. You're going to roast them, you're going to add the spices, then you cook them again, and then at some stage you will cook the meat or the chicken or the fish with it. So all till the point of adding your protein is curry paste. So now you just open your butter masala or your chettinad chicken or your rajma also, put it in a pan, put your rajma, put your chicken or your protein, a little bit of water because this is concentrated, cook it for 10-15 minutes and that's it. So you don't need any marination, you don't need to even add salt or ghee, everything is in that pack. Just you need to add your choice of protein to it.
Right.
So I may like something more spicy. I at least have an option to customize.
Right.
That's what we do.
Why did you decide to build this brand? Is there a background in culinary, in the field of culinary works? Is it something that was personal? You wanted to find a solution for a very personal problem? What was it that led you to build the brand?
Having said that, why we started CurryIt was, Nischal and I, we are both just completely obsessed about food.
Yeah.
This is also something I deeply understand. So we spoke to a lot of people, and this is during COVID time, everyone is cooking. Thankfully, they had some time at hand to have conversations with us. So we talked to 400 people. And we figured that people want to cook at home. It's just now it's become so tough because, all of us are working, there's less time, less knowledge.
Right.
And with every generation, the knowledge of cooking is actually unfortunately going down.
Yeah.
So we said, let's make cooking easy so that ultimately we don't compromise on health, money, because ordering in is both expensive and not so healthy.
Right.
We do have options like cooks, but we all know how satisfied we usually are.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Most of them are cooking in 3-4 places.
Correct, correct.
So that was the idea. From there we started to find where was the maximum effort going. And that's where we saw that the making of the curry, or the main tadka, or the masala, or the spice mix that you may call, is taking away a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
something that people want to have, like a Rogan Josh, but
Yeah.
who has the time or the
Yeah,
knowledge to
yeah,
make.
yeah.
So that's how we started, and I think looking back, if we were to do this again, maybe we'll do this exactly like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And when did you launch?
Yeah.
And since then, how has it grown? And in terms of sales, how is it growing presently?
I think in the last 1 year, thanks to quick commerce, there's been a huge behavioral shift, both in terms of the consumer as well as the brand.
Right.
So the consumer now, food actually as a category has grown very beautifully there. So that's how we've grown. We've grown actually 6 times in the last 1 year.
Oh, wow. Congratulations on that.
You. And that's something we feel we've done. I think in the first 2 years of our journey, we focused a lot on the product, because we know that can't go wrong. And then last whole of 15 months, we've spent exclusively on distributing it digitally.
And I want you to walk me through the R&D of a product, because I'm just curious as to what goes on behind the scenes. So if you can tell me that if you can pick any product and then tell me how it gets from like step 1 to being sold.
Firstly, how do we choose the product?
Yeah.
Then we've seen 2-3 sources. Obviously, Google, YouTube is one. Second, we talk to a lot of chefs. And third is quick commerce.
Right.
So, quick commerce, thankfully, is such a democratic platform as of now. You can actually see what consumers are wanting. So you can get those insights. And also, because we work very, very closely with these amazing category managers of quick commerce, they're really nice, they're sharp people. They can see trends before they're coming. So if you speak to them, they actually give you such wonderful insights on categories that will be built. So something like, imagine party props and party accessories. It wasn't so
thing.
obvious,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But now puja, flowers, right?
Yeah,
Puja
yeah.
thali,
Yeah,
flowers
yeah, yeah.
wasn't something that was so inherent, but they could see. So, such insights we get from them.
Nice.
Then we set off to develop the recipe. So we work with locals from that region, mothers, chefs, cooks, and we understand how these recipes have been made through generations.
Okay.
So a Rogan Josh recipe that we are talking about is actually from a couple of families which are more than like 300 years old.
Okay.
Some cooks who have been serving the head families for almost 7 generations. So what happens in those is that वो first principles से खाना बनाते हैं. तो उनके taste में ना it's never like let's adjust it. उसमें क्या होता है, ऐसा ही बनता है, ऐसा ही बनता आया है.
और ऐसे ही फिर बनाना है.
Correct. So that's like a very traditional, authentic way. So that's what happens now. The Rogan Josh then you have, or the Purani Delhi ke chole, or the pav bhaji. You will never feel that it is like a generic pav bhaji. No, it will be a Bombay style pav bhaji, not a Delhi pav bhaji. The chole will be a Purani Delhi chole, not a Pindi chole. Then a Rogan Josh will be exactly how it's made in Kashmir and not the Delhi or Bombay version of a Rogan Josh.
Right.
So that's why we work with these local chefs, mothers, lots of mothers, and they're so kind, because I feel that people who've been cooking for generations, they know the art of cooking.
Right.
And then we work with chefs who bring the science of cooking.
Right.
So balancing those, we get very nice recipes. Then we do a lot of sampling, testing, seeing which one is the taste, which is exactly how it would be if, I was supposed to make it at home now.
Yeah.
So a lot of testing is done before the product is actually launched.
Right.
So from a conceptualization to a go-to market is easily 4 months. But that's a very small timeline.
Yeah.
Versus an FMCG, if you talk to, they'll be like 2 to 3 years.
What is the shelf life like? Is it different for different of the
Products?
products?
No. So all our products without any preservatives, additives are 18 months of shelf life, lab tested. Otherwise, you refrigerate and consume within 3 weeks.
Okay.
So the magic here is how we cook it and how we pack it. We don't add anything. It's nothing like no added preservatives, no preservatives at all. So no twisting of language also.
Right, right. I was going to ask you that who's been the most interesting consumer that's, sort of adapted to this the quickest?
I think it's been working mothers, nuclear families, and also very interestingly, people from other states working in another state. Because they miss the food, they need convenience. Second, see, anyways, we are using the masale. So there is some, or we are using a cook or ordering in. This is an better alternative to all three.
All three, where you're putting in far lesser effort after a long day.
And no preservatives, no chemicals, not oily.
So there's no guilt.
There's no guilt. You'll never see oil floating. You'll never see palm oil. You'll never see refined oil. It's desi ghee, mustard oil, groundnut oil. Just these three oils depending upon the recipe. So kosha is made in mustard oil. Because traditionally that's how it's made.
And what has been the biggest challenge in sort of developing the products and then putting them out there?
I think it's more about the category. It's very new, and India is still very new to the concept of clean. While we all want to eat clean, but if we go deep down, we're not really committed to it. What we are committed to is great taste and convenience. So telling that, while there are a lot of convenient options available, please choose a better taste and something which is clean as well. Category building is always tough. We are building a behavior. We're asking you to change your behavior, not order in but cook, right? So I'm trying to replace a Zomato or a Swiggy in your life. It's going to be hard. And then I'm asking probably someone elder to us to say that don't use the spice mixes if you don't have time. Now use the curry paste instead. Or if you're using a ginger garlic paste made from a competitor brand which is loaded with chemicals, I'm saying while this brand is really big in the country, but is it good? Even if in this quantity you're eating a ginger garlic paste, why do you need to eat INS 220 or whatever? So just that education has been tough. It's expensive to educate a customer in a highly over marketed country like India. I think that's just been the only challenge, but repeats have never been a challenge for us. Product is never a challenge for us.
Coming to your personal favorites a little bit, among the range that you've built, what do you love most and which is your most used product in your kitchen?
This is very tough one and I'm still figuring this out, but I think hands down Chettinad chicken is my favorite. But another very, very liked product in my family is actually dal makhani. The CurryIt dal makhani. After having CurryIt dal makhani, everyone in my family just stopped ordering dal makhani from outside. So even now, earlier what used to happen, we are Punjabis, right? We'll go out for a family dinner, hamesha dal makhani or ek paneer to aayega hi. So now dal makhani is out. And you'll always find one ginger garlic paste and one tomato puree in my kitchen because it's just almost used every day. And I think the Hyderabadi biryani. It's like once in a week indulgence. And I can't imagine making a Hyderabadi biryani in 15 minutes otherwise. So these are just a couple of my favorites.
That's lovely. And where do you see the brand in the next 2-3 years? Like what is the growth chart? Are there new products coming? Are there new marketing plans? Or how is it? What is happening?
We are working on a lot of new products. Not that we'll launch all of them, but we are working on a lot of very, very interesting product lines which will be catering to also the new workforce, which is Gen Z. Something to make their lives easier. Maybe they don't want to cook a whole meal. Maybe they want to cook something on the go. So that is an interesting category we're working on. We'll also be working on pack sizes in terms of for certain products, maybe larger volumes, family packs, party packs, maybe for some smaller one-time usage. For the brand, I think we see taking over a lot of distribution on digital, especially Q-commerce is going to be very, very powerful. But also we see expanding into channels like some modern retail in regions and international. We would definitely, we are already
there's so
going
much of a
international.
market there, right? Especially
right.
Indians abroad who
Correct.
want to sort of reconnect and make it easily. And anyway,
Yeah.
because of social media, people abroad, even like other people, like for other nationalities, they love Indian food now.
Oh, yes. Indian
So-
restaurants are the most sold out restaurants
Yeah.
across the world. So, yeah, you rightly said. So, we are actually already launching in one region, and I think over the next 3 years, we really want to see what are the other 1 or 2 geographies, not too many, 1 or 2 other geographies or regions where we can see great success with lesser effort.
Yeah.
While we continue to put in all our efforts in building it in India. See, we still are an Indian brand.
Yeah, yeah.
But we want to be that Indian brand that's going to be like a global brand.
Right.
Very few Indian food brands have made international.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a reason to it. It's very tough to build for an international market sitting here.
Yeah.
But we want to do that. So
Yeah.
I think that's where we will be headed.
That's lovely. Is there any chef that you would sort of like to collaborate on this, or have them sort of taste your product? Any sort of dream guest?
Oh, I would actually want all the chefs in the country to switch to CurryIt. But, yeah, I mean, some people like, Chef Manish Mehrotra, someone who's known for innovation in food. Chef Vikas Khanna, I've personally followed him so closely.
Yeah.
And Chef Garima is amazing. She's such a self-made chef with really good vision for the future. So, yeah, why not?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. It was a lovely chat. And if you liked watching this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.